My Mother's Child is brought to you by Crown Plaza Resort Guam. Book your reservations today. Call 671-646-5880.
Let me help you out, lady.
All right.
There.
Want some questions,
Better.
Mom? Oh my God. Okay, let's tuck it in here.
I'm sorry, no more. I don't want this.
Here.
What's your funniest memory of us growing up or now?
Well, for Joaquin, I think it was Jeff and I were in the living room and watching TV. Then all of a sudden, we heard this like water on the carpet, and we rushed out. And Joaquin was standing in his doorway and pissing on the carpet because he thought it was in the bathroom. And Jeff and I just cracked up laughing. And Joaquin was a sleepwalker.
Oh.
Yes. And
I was just saying, these childhood memories, not just last week memories.
Mariana was always, she was always adventuring. And one time I picked her up from school and she was in the car seat and she was very quiet and sneezing. And I looked behind and she had these foam coming out of her nose because our car seat had a tear. So she took all the foam and started pushing it in her nose, and all I could see, and I said, holy moly, I had to stop the car and get out and start pulling all the foam from her nose.
That much?
Yes, it was a lot. It was a lot. And so when you were older,
Now into the good stuff. All right.
when you were older, the fun things were, talking about girlfriends, talking about boyfriends. Mariana had a 14-year-old, when she was 14, had a boyfriend that she was very much in love with, wanted to, wanted to be with him all the time and wanted him to pick her up at school at 14, and I said, no way. Joaquin was more the social. You're more social, even in school.
Yeah.
You were taken over to the principal's office because all you did was talk, didn't listen, and whenever there was going to be anything with your group, they would always say, let's see what Joaquin wants to do, because he always does fun and social stuff. So a lot of funny stuff.
How much of your parenting is a reflection of how your parents were with you, Nana and Papa?
So
Or none?
Oh, no. I grew up in a very loving family. Papa, and you guys know Nana. And they were always very focused on their children. And Papa was very civic-minded, always wanted to go and help the community. And so that kind of feeling was instilled in me. Papa was always making sure that he provided for his family. So it was a very stable family, a very loving family, and a family that does things together, which was what was you and Mariana. We always made sure we did things together.
If you had a superpower, what would it be? Think about it.
I know. I think I have a lot of superpowers right now.
You do. Very true. I would agree.
But I think if I was a superpower, you would always ask me, Mom, what do you want for your birthday, or what do you want for Christmas? And I would always say,
World
what would
peace.
I say?
World peace.
World peace, right? So if I had a
That's just
superpower,
the hippie in you, right? Always wanting world peace.
so if I had a superpower, I think I would wave my wand and have a very world peace throughout our island, our nation, and the whole world would be peaceful, and none of this like.
It's a good Miss Universe answer.
Superpower wand.
I would be the diplomat for world peace.
Of all your memories and all the times now and in the past, what is one moment you wish you could go back and relive, or I don't want to say do over, but just relive?
Really? I think when you guys were born, that was the moment that I would
That's
want.
2 moments.
Yeah,
Choose
one.
Okay.
Both.
So, growing up, we always felt like we had a close family and could always talk to you and be open and honest. And even some of our friends go to you and Dad for guidance. And we wanted to know kind of how you became those kinds of parents, to have an open door policy and to have more of a friendship type feel, but also still we had order and we had discipline, and it was just a really good balance that I think Joaquin and I tried to do. But I don't
We're
remember
losing.
you guys yelling at us as much
I
as we
don't.
yell at our children.
I always believe that discipline isn't necessarily like spanking or yelling. I think discipline is more teaching and learning and reading, being educated, and just learning more about parenting.
You guys did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
With at least one of us.
We'll ask you next time who your favorite is, but we wanted to say
Who's
You're
your
my
favorite son?
daughter, and you're my favorite son.
well, we wanted to say Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, Happy
and
Mother's
thank
Day,
you
Mom.
For everything.
Thank you.
Is it here?
Mwah.
No room here.
My Mother's Child is brought to you by Crown Plaza Resort Guam. Book your reservations today. Call 671-646-5880.